Live. Hello, everybody. I know we're running a couple minutes late, but it's all good.
It's all
And
good.
when one thing happens, it seems like just multiple things happen. We'd like to welcome you guys to the Eric and Lynda live show. I'm Eric.
And I'm Linda. Welcome to our show. Like Eric said, we're Workvine 209, and we're located out here in Tracy, California. Nice, sunny Tracy, California. The weather is nice out here. And we're a co-working space, and we are pivoting. And in our pivot, we started these live shows. And with the help of Shell T, our producer, we put a little spice to it for 2021. And we hope that you guys enjoy our show. We have a wonderful guest today, but we'll get to that later. I do want to introduce the Numbers Up game. The Numbers Up game is something that we played during our show. Last week, we had somebody win $20 because the week before, nobody won. So if that happens, then it just grows in the pot, and that's the winner. Or the prize. Mm-hmm. And so you have to guess a number between 1 and 50. You have to be present to win, and your number cannot go over the number that I choose in this little bingo thing.
Yeah.
We pick our numbers that way, and we'll start the game somewhere in the middle of the show. So pay attention when I say enter your number. Enter your number. The first person that picks that number is the owner of that number. If the second person picks the same number, then you have to repick a number because somebody already picked that number. Anyways, there is the instructions to the game, and hopefully we'll have a winner tonight. Yeah. And last week it was Kimberly, and she won $20. Anyhow.
Yeah, that was really good. Really good job. And just think, if nobody wins, the pot just gets larger and larger and larger. It's just like lotto. You know how when you play lotto and it starts off at 100,000 and then it goes to like 500 million and everybody's playing. I don't know if we'll get that high, but
no, I don't think we will.
But it's exciting to win when somebody else doesn't win during that time. So it's cool. I'm going to put that Numbers Up games in the chat for you guys. For those of you who come in a little late, you'll be able to see the Numbers Up game.
Yes. So, want to talk about anything today? What do you have?
Sure. Holidays coming up.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, Easter.
Yeah, right? Easter is coming up. What holiday is that? It's Easter. It's a wonderful holiday. I was thinking about it today, like, what am I going to do for Easter? What are you guys planning? Anybody out there planning anything special for Easter? Oh, Susie already put her number in. Great. What are you doing for Easter? What are we doing for Easter? We still haven't decided, but it's a great holiday to celebrate. Jesus Christ coming back and saving our souls and our lives and having grace and mercy and hope again. And so I think it's a wonderful holiday to celebrate. And I was thinking about barbecuing. What do you think? I don't know. We're used to having a large family gathering with some turkey and some ham and some roast and some potato salad and some cornbread and some.
Okay, you're making me hungry.
Oh man, we usually do it big though.
Yeah, we do. And this year is kind of different because COVID and everything, and some churches are at 25% or is it 30%?
Yeah, 25%
capacity. So at least we get to go back to church. I think last year we weren't in the church, huh? For Easter.
We weren't in there.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
were on
we'll
shutdown. That's
this
right.
year either.
No, we won't be. So that's why it's kind of different for us.
Different. Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, we really like spending time with family. I'm sure a lot of you like to spend time and enjoy your family time. Somebody said they're hungry out there. Talking about all that food got me a little hungry, made me excited. I get excited.
Yeah, barbecue. That sounds
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
good plan.
Oh man, she's going to where's that? Cavalo Ranch. Wow, multiple trucks, churches, and food trucks and activity.
Wow.
What? Give us the information on that.
Yes.
And maybe we'll come out and celebrate with you guys. That is some good stuff. I'm gonna put that up there for you guys to watch. It may not be on that channel, but maybe it's activity. And church.
Yes.
Oh, you get it all.
No, you know who that is.
Yeah, that's Pastor Cleve's wife.
Yes, that is.
Wow, that's great. Of course. Yeah, we got service too. Hey,
that's awesome.
Come out. Everybody's welcome. I hope so. Anybody can come out and celebrate Easter and have some food and some service.
Yes, and so her church is the Gathering Place, and that's out there in Tracy at right in the same shopping center as us, Northgate Village. So come check out our church. Yeah, the Gathering Place.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. Cool. I know earlier before we got on, we were having some technical difficulties, and sometimes it's just like, man, you're ready. You're like, okay, we get ready to go on. Then internet went down, the speaker went down, mic went down. But we're here. We stuck in there. I started thinking like, man, maybe it's time to just say, okay, no show today. But we didn't give up. Remember that every week. Don't give up. Chase your dreams. Follow up on there. But coming up, we're going to be bringing our guest on here shortly. I know she was having some difficulties too, but it's a phenomenal guest, and we'll bring her on right back after this commercial break. And we're back.
Yep, that was our producer, Shelty. Yeah. That just came on the last commercial, and her lovely husband.
Yeah, she's bad.
Jay Lee.
She's bad. They do.
She has a show too on Monday evenings, and she on the radio. Monday evenings on Just Another Monday. That's
Just Another Monday. Yeah, check her out on Facebook. She's funny. Her and her husband, they do the same, a little different show. They have a lot of different topics, but it's really interesting. I actually got a chance to check that out. You guys talked about the shoes yesterday, which was kind of a weird thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and welcome our guest. This young lady is from the Bay Area. She's born and raised right here. I think so. I sure hope so, but maybe not. But anyway, her name is Solachi, and she does a lot. She's a creative writer. She's a musician. She is talented. She does websites. She writes blogs. She writes whatever you need her to write, resume. She does a lot. For a young lady, we would like to welcome Solachi to our show. What's up, Solachi?
Hey, how are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I know that you had some video problems. Is that an Apple computer you're using?
Yeah, it is. I did have some issues with my camera. I tried the Chrome browser, but it's still giving me an issue.
It's all good. Yeah, I've seen that sometimes Apple security can block the camera with StreamYard, and so there's a workaround. But anyway, we have you here on the show. We just want to welcome you on our show.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, welcome, Solachi. Hey, Shelty, can you pop up the flyer or a picture of her real quick so people out there could see who we're talking to.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. And we worked with Solachi, so we like Solachi. She does a lot for us too with our website and helping us come up with strategic marketing to really showcase our real estate business. So thank you, Solachi. And I just found out that you're an artist too, and that Eric played a little clip for me. I was like, oh my God, who is that?
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to use, the gifts and talents that God has given me. A lot of them I'm just finding out about right now. Wow. So, a lot of the stuff that, that you guys see the fruit of, it's been a long road of God just telling me, go for it. I need you to go for it. And I've been like, I'm okay. I'm all right. There's a lot of responsibility over there. So he's just been kind of put me in situations to where I really have no choice but to listen to what he's telling me and just keep following him that way.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, he's telling you get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, just obliterating it completely.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how you got started. There's Solachi. Yeah, check her out. Rapper.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit, backstory of how you kind of got started in all of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I can start at the very beginning, or I can start at the recent beginning. It's kind of up to what you guys want.
Give us the very beginning.
The very beginning. Okay. Man, so as far as writing is concerned, that's something that I've known I've been gifted for ever since I've been very, very little. I've been reading and writing since I was about 2 years old. So ever since I was little, that it's always been something that I just picked up and no one really had to tell me or force me to do. So I think at an early age, God had made it really plain and very obvious that that was one of the gifts he was going to use to kind of bless the world. And so writing my first book, at 7 and just kind of having a really active imagination growing up, my parents really didn't know what to do. They were just kind of like, Lord, like, what are we going to do with this kid? Like, we don't have time really. We're just trying to make ends meet, and I thank God for my parents because, their faith was really inspiring how they came to this country. Me and first generation American, just having that mindset of, continue going and continue praying no matter what happens, especially when times get tough. So when times get tough for me, I just write about it. And, the Lord has blessed that and grown it into something that I can use as a service to water other people's dreams, but also be able to bless the world creatively. So that's kind of how I got started.
Wow, that's really good. I read something that said, let your ideals flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the new fountain of youth. So talk a little bit about that.
Oh man. So I have an interesting relationship with the Holy Spirit. I do feel like everything I write is inspired by him. And I don't say that to kind of like be spiritually weird or pious, but my aim is to reflect the Lord in everything I do. And so I was actually sitting down to write, rewrite my website because I had realized that after working on several websites for several other people, I was like, oh, mine needs some work. So I sat down and I was just thinking, I was like, what is it that I want my writing to do? And it's just kind of take it back to that faith of a child, that kind of innocent imagination to where anything's possible, and to communicate that. And so that's what I kind of hope my writing does, is just bless people to be able to open up their minds and their hearts to something that, as a child, we would have the faith to believe, whether that's in business or art or music or however else. And so that's kind of where that comes from, is just the fountain of youth, being able to keep that kind of in your ink pen.
You said a key word. You said it's not weird, but you have to have a relationship with the Holy Spirit. He asks you to have a relationship. So
Mhm.
it's something that isn't like, oh my God, you had a relationship with the Holy Spirit, but we're supposed to, we're
That's
supposed
true.
to, have conversation, and he's supposed to be our helper, and Jesus, during this time, Jesus left and it left us with the Holy Spirit. And so, and that's a gift. It's a gift.
Absolutely.
It's a gift.
Yeah, that's really good. That's good. Writing a book at age 7, that's really an inspiration. I hope this video gets out to some younger kids who aspire to be writers. And
Mhm.
this is one of the reasons we have different individuals and entrepreneurs and business owners on the show to really share their story. And you were able to start at 7. That's amazing. And you're still writing.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's God.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just my second grade teacher, who was the one who inspired me to, write that book. She just messaged me a couple weeks ago. She had just found me on Facebook, and she was just like, I'm so glad to see you're still going, and that you're still okay. And I was just like, wow, like I'm just so happy to have reconnected with her. So yeah, I mean, teachers, parents, all that matters. You definitely make an imprint on your kids.
Did you say second grade teacher?
Yeah, second grade.
Wow.
That's cool.
That is super cool.
I just want to shout out to all the teachers out there.
Yeah.
All you teachers out there, you're doing a wonderful job. Keep encouraging the kids. There's some, different teachers, but the ones that are encouraging the kids to stay positive and do some great things, keep encouraging the kids. You just don't know what your words can do and how they can take someone like Solachi from second grade till now, till
Right.
how many, 20 years old.
Second grade is a long time ago. It's like
Yes.
25 years ago for me. So I'm just like, I've been very blessed as far as teachers go.
Yeah. They do make a difference. Like my youngest daughter, her kindergarten teacher was, they had a great impact on her because it kind of built her to be into like the GATE program.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's like at UCLA killing it. Like she just shared her report card and straight A's.
Wow.
And so, that's,
congratulations to her.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's almost time for commercial break. But before we go to commercial break, do you remember that numbers up game? Pick a number 1 to 50. The closest number to our number without going over is the winner.
Good job reading
that.
Right.
Yeah. One winner per game. If your number goes over, you don't win. But we'll be right back. Solachi out.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here with Solachi Voz, our guest speaker today. Inspirational, wrote a book at the age, 7?
7.
Yeah,
7.
her first book at 7. And so thank you again, Solachi, for joining our show. I do have a question for you. What is your vision for your writing? And what are you currently working on?
Oh, wow. So there's so many different things that I'm kind of working on. I'm asking God for focus in abundance. Man, there's so many things. I would say the thing that I would really look to him to develop first would be kind of my creative endeavors that he has me working on. There's a book that I'm working on called The Secret Pools. And my writing style, again, it kind of reflects my relationship with the Holy Spirit in that there's no real pre-writing. So all of this is kind of just writing off the top of my head and then correcting spelling errors. So I'm on my 9th chapter writing that way.
Wow.
And I have a team of editors that are combing through that right now, trying to get the first, I guess, half of the book really tightened up before I attack the second half. And then the other creative endeavor that I'm working on is, how do I describe it? It's more of songwriting. And so, like you mentioned before, I'm an artist as well. But a lot of times I find myself writing songs more so in the contemporary side of things. It doesn't really reflect my hip hop persona at all, which is where my artistry resides. But a lot of my songwriting actually falls into kind of the, I guess what you would call the, I guess, U2 kind of Elton John, Beatles kind of pocket. And I also really enjoy funk as well. And so just kind of writing a lot of music in those veins, but definitely developing my copywriting skills, definitely developing my my bars, of course, my rapping skills, just everything that God has given me. I definitely believe in dying empty, and He's given me a lot to develop. So just trying to be faithful to all of those things.
Wow. Man, how do you do? I mean, so you write, you rap, you sing, you do websites, you do resumes. How do you compile? As an entrepreneur, right? How do you maintain all these different things? I mean, there's some people who want to just start one business, but you have several different businesses kind of within one, so to speak. How do you maintain them all?
Oh man, some days I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm in a season where I'm still learning how to do that, and some days I do terrible. To be honest, like just to be transparent, some days I just get kind of overwhelmed and I don't do excellent at all, and I just have to like recalibrate and just ask God for grace. But there's some days where, I'm really able to. I would say probably 80 to 90% of the time, I'm splitting my day into 4 or 5 sections, and so. I believe, that God made no mistakes when He formed me, and so even though I do struggle with some aspects of ADHD, just kind of transforming that into kind of a superpower. And so making, my checklists, instead of, that being something that's annoying to me, I just tried to use that as a gain. And so my to-do lists are super long, but I'm able to get a lot done in a day if I just kind of prioritize what time of the day my brain does what best. And so I'm able to do a lot because that's how God made me. So that's just what I use to my advantage.
Wow, that I can relate to that. Yeah. My wife tells me that all the time. Yeah, you got ADHD, man. I'm over here, I'm writing a letter over here, I'm typing over here, I like listening on the phone at the same time. Focus. But you're right, though. You're right. That works really well for me too. Being able to like section areas off, like, hey, I'm really good in the morning at really focusing and having a checklist, because also that checklist makes you have a sense of accomplishment for today. But and then one of the things you said too is, every day is not a really good day. You have your challenges, but you continue to pursue and your passion and your desire, and you don't let it discourage you. And that's really good. I mean, I like to hear that type of stuff because, I mean, it makes you human.
Right, absolutely. And I mean, even on those days, I still, I tell myself, all right, even though you didn't get these 35 things done, you still got maybe 4 or 5 done, Yeah. And so I'm just like, we still made progress, maybe not as much as you wanted, but you didn't regress and you didn't stand still. So you're right. You know what I mean? And so I just keep having faith in what I'm able to do, and God sees that and honors that and meets me where I'm at.
And that's a great thing because you recognize it. Some people don't recognize it. I think that's the first step when you recognize, okay, and then you just like let go and let God, take over. And what's really great is that you're still young, and to hear like your comments, it's like somebody my age. So you did it at a really young age, and that's what brings me joy. Is like, man, she gets it at in her 20s.
At our young age, Solachi, we get it too.
That's why she called you Mr. Hawkins.
Wow, you guys, I don't look my age. I'm 31, but
oh, okay. That's still young.
Yeah, I know. I keep telling myself, hey, you still have, a lot of time left. Just keep following the Lord. You're not racing nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. That's really good.
That's good. When you have a measure foundation, it's easier, because you could rely on his strength and not your own. And you're covered. And I mean, there's just so many positive things to have a measure foundation. And he's really in control. When you feel like you're out of control, you just got to hand over the wheel and say, take control.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, we're going to be going to commercial break real quick, but before we go, I want you to think about some of the businesses that you work with and how you help them with your creative writing so that people out there know exactly what you do. And I know, you do some work for us with our website and design and things like that, but really to share a little bit more about how you can help others.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to go into that now, or you want me to wait?
We'll go into that right after a commercial break.
Got it. Sounds good.
Before we go.
Yes, before we go, put in your numbers. Yes, please put in your number 1 through 50. There's the game rules, and we'll see you back here in a minute.
Yeah. See you in a minute. Welcome back with Solachi Voz, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she does and who she works with.
Yes. So for what I do, my company is called Solachi Writes Inc., and we offer kind of a broad range of services. The main service that we offer is website copywriting and design. And so what I'm able to do is sit down with you, whether you're at the beginning stages of planning your business or you have an established business or website. I'm able to take what you currently have and upgrade your copywriting, which is the words that are written on the pages that users will read once they go to your page, or upgrade your design. Now, I will say with the design element, I am still working on my skills with that. I would say I'm probably about 85 to 90% of where I would want to be with that. But writing being my core competency, that's something that I've kind of based that skill around. I also do resumes, company bios. I work with real estate agents to do their agent bios. I work with artists to do the same thing. Right now I'm working with a brand out of Indiana called Black Super Dad. And basically that is a company run by, his name's Ronnie Edmonds. And basically he underwent this massive transformation a few years ago, changed his diet, changed his workout habits, and decided he wanted to live past 40 and didn't want to be a statistic, didn't want to pass away from heart disease, realized that a lot of, Black men were dying from that. And so kind of set out on a mission to stop that. And so currently he's on Facebook running 2 groups that are in the thousands now. So I'm helping him develop his content, working with one of the first hip hop churches out of Indiana as well, Freestyle Fellowship. I helped them design their website and come up with their marketing and branding and just how they're going to be presenting themselves to the community. So just kind of anything now along those lines is really kind of my specialty. And these are skills that I had to learn for myself and learn from my companies. And so I'm happy to share those skills with others in the same situation.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
So going back to writing, who are some of your writing influencers?
Man. So as far as literary, as far as like book writing and things like that, I would say one of my favorite authors is Jodi Picoult. She wrote this book called 19 Minutes, and it's from various perspectives of individuals from a school shooting. And so she was able to really, as a reader, I felt like I was in every single scene. And so her descriptive abilities really challenged me, just trying to make sure that I do the same thing for my readers. And so she, like every time she comes out with a book, I'm just like, I got to read it. Even if I'm not even remotely interested in the backstory plot, like say it's about, for instance, like if it was about like salami, I really don't care about. I would still read the book. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably buy it for someone else too. And so she's one of my main inspirations as far as just setting the scene and describing things and using my language to the best of my ability.
Wow.
And I would definitely, not to be, super religious or corny, but Apostle Paul. I just resonate with the fact that with a lot of his writing in the Bible, he said like, hey, I know you're not going to like this, but this is the fact of the matter. And I'm not waiting for you to agree with me. This is what needs to happen. This is the way that, the Lord wants us to be. And so just kind of that unapologetic positioning and authenticity, gave himself permission to show up as he is. That's something that I also try to embody in my writing. And so those would be my influencers for sure. 2 of the top ones. Along with Maya Angelou, of course, just one of the greatest poets of all time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to squeeze her at the end.
It's all good. Wow.
And 2, we're supposed to like when we follow a pastor, an apostle, or go to church, we're supposed to take what we hear and test it and see if we're not supposed to believe everything they say. I mean, but we are supposed to like make sure that what they say is
true.
Truth, right. So, and not being apologetic about that is, that's great too,
It is. It's good. I like what you said, and one of your, I read this somewhere, and it says, nobody starts at the top, but there's a way there.
Yeah.
That's true.
I like that. I like that.
My dad would always tell me that, because I would always get frustrated, being a little kid and having, of course, a little kid mind, but then also not really understanding, all my giftings. I would get really frustrated fast if I didn't learn something like really quickly. And so he had to kind of instill that in me early, like, you know, you're not going to start out at the top. You got to progress through.
Yeah. And I think, you know, part of that is growth and learning all the different pieces. You know, I remember hearing somewhere where this guy just started at, you know, the bottom of the company and he just worked his way up. But once he got to the top, he knew what it was like being, you know, at the entry level position. Mm-hmm. And so he could, you know, work better, I think, in helping the company grow more by really listening to the people that, you know, were in that entry level. And I think that's a great opportunity to continue to learn and know all the steps of a business. And, you know, even for us, I mean, yeah, we had to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's good. But we're on our way there.
Yeah.
And so are you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the journey is, you know, the testimony in and of itself.
Yeah. Cool.
It is a testimony, and you know, you can make it a testimony. Yeah. It could be your testimony. Your test is your testimony.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depending on if you pass the test.
Well, we're going to pass the test. I'll give my daughter because she will pass the test.
That's cheating.
Well, okay. All right, back to Solachi.
Solachi, so I'm really surprised that Eric has not asked you to sample some of your work, because usually he'll say, okay, sample some of your, you know, and then break it down for us right now. So I'm really surprised that he hasn't said that.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can remember the song that I listened to today, but it was really cool. And I thought I wrote it down somewhere, but I didn't. And so that's why I didn't, because I really liked it. It was cool. It was featuring someone too. And yeah, the guy had braids. I don't remember the name of it, but anyway. So can you tell me about the ebook? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah, right? Of course.
The taste test, right?
Oh, okay.
I like that book. I don't have it, but taste test, right?
Yeah. So we're working on. We're actually still working on it. And when I say we, I actually have one person who I feel the Lord just kind of sent to me on Instagram. Just was like, hey, I know I don't know you, but I feel like I'm supposed to be part of this vision. And hey, by the way, I'm also a believer. And I was just like, oh, okay, Lord, thank you for that. Definitely been praying for more people to join the team. But, you know, just working on being able to give back to, like I said, entrepreneurs who were in my shoes, who when I started, I didn't really know what chunk of social media to bite off, how everything worked. You know, I just kind of had to trial and error my way through a lot. And so if I can save some people at least a little bit of grief, that'll be what the taste test is. And so a lot of times you don't want to really kind of jump all the way in until you taste the results. I know that's how I was with my fitness journey. So I didn't try all the way until I started doing just a little bit and I started seeing some results. And so then I became motivated to do all of it consistently. And so I was like, well, maybe if I apply this to business, you know, I'll be able to inspire some other entrepreneurs. And so you try it a little bit, you try what the, you know, what the book says. When it's ready, we'll make sure that everyone who's looking for it has access to it in its digital format, and apply it to your business, your Instagram page, see if it works. It's guaranteed to work across any and all industries. It's not industry specific, so that's not a concern. But yeah, it's something that I'm working on putting together for the summer.
So when we talk about taste, so can others participate, is what you're saying?
Yeah. So what I'm working with right now, I'm just kind of using the analogy of working in a kitchen with other chefs. And so I'm getting together with some other entrepreneurs to make sure that this isn't just a singular kind of binocular thing. We're able to kind of look at across the board what's worked for many people. And so the chances of replicating success go a lot higher when you kind of have the average across the board of many people doing the same thing.
Wow.
That way it's kind of a secret sauce. You have your recipe and there, thus the taste test.
Man, I might want to be part of that.
You guys are more than welcome. If you guys have any suggestions, anything that you guys have done, whether it's on social media or just in life in general, any principles that you guys have found to be really helpful in business, we're welcome to toss it in the pot, part of the taste test.
You know, I do have one really quick. I apply parenting to my work ethics. Like even when I'm managing, or I apply it to like how I raise my kids. And so when I use that, because I love my kids and the people that I work with, I want the best for them as well as I do with my kids. So I apply a lot of even my discipline, or my pep talks, or my encouraging words. Whatever I said to my kids, I try to apply that to my business and my work ethics. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good. I just want those viewers out there to know I made a mistake on the website. So here is the correct website. So I don't know who other website that is, but don't go to that one.
Oh no, it's still mine. It's just that's my blog site. And so as far as my company, this is how to contact us.
All right, okay. There it is. I just put that in the chat. So
awesome.
Okay. But yeah, it's all good. It's
awesome.
all good. Well, hey, we just want to thank you for being a part of our show. I know we were able to get some pictures up there so people know who we're talking to.
Yes.
Thank you.
But, thank you for, what you do and inspiring, and even starting off as a young kid writing a book at age of 7, is a really inspiration to share with some of the younger kids that they can be entrepreneurs at a very young age. And thank you for doing everything you do. And when we're gonna have you back and do some of them lyrics,
yes,
we'll get you back. That way we can have you live so people can see. But it's all good.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you, Solachi.
So before we go to commercial break, we're going to do what?
The numbers game. Put in your number, and this is the last call for numbers. And then when we come back, we'll pick the number and we'll announce the winner. Let's be present to win.
Yes, we'll be right back.
All the way up, turn it all the way up to the max. All the way up, turn it all the way up to the max. All the way up, turn it all the way up to the max. All the way up, turn it all the way up. And telling the brother calm down, and fit a square in a round hole. Cause every time that I come around, I turn it as loud as it go. Sippin' a rock, pink collide, or give me the lime. Ready or not, give me a sign if you want me to stop. Giving it to you a cappella, then music will drop. One at a time, singing a rhyme on the drop of a dime. It's got time to shine, baby. I'ma break it down until it's liquid. Turn up, stir it up, call it biscuit. Hold up, I'm turned to the max. So loud, I got a deaf mute in the back. I'm not gonna do what it does. The first time that you heard the name to the track. All the way up, turn it all the way.
Wow, every time I see the barbershop commercial, it's just like all the way up, turn it all the way up. I just, and he says, stir it up like This quick. I mean, this is like, man, I don't know. I'm sorry, man, everybody. Let's go back to the show. But
You know what?
it was kind of cool.
You need to get with Solachi, and maybe you guys can write something together.
Yeah.
Or maybe she can write something for you. You always wanted to rap.
Yeah, I used to be a rapper back in the day.
You did?
Yeah, no more. I retired. All right, back to the show. Numbers gang, numbers up.
Oh, I do have a question. Sergio, you put 2 numbers in. Which number did you want?
Yeah. We see a couple numbers.
So put in the chat what number. Is it 32 or the other one was
23? You put in 2
23.
numbers. You can
23 or 32?
You can't put in 2 numbers, Sergio. oh, he has another one here. Look, 12. No, that's Bill Leach. All right, here we go. Numbers up game. I think it's
I
time
was
for the
waiting
show.
for Sergio to.
It was number 32.
Number 32.
Thank you for the correction.
You,
So we're all good.
So here we
All
go.
right. So here we go. I'm
It's
spinning
spinning.
the wheel around the belt. And there we go.
There it is.
We have a number. Drum roll, please.
And the number is B11.
11.
B11.
Wow. Everyone went over today.
Uh-huh.
There's 36. There's Bill. Put 12. You're 1 off, Bill. My goodness.
Oh, man.
Sergio.
So I guess tomorrow, not tomorrow, next
week?
Tuesday,
Wow.
$20.
Wow.
Amazon gift card.
Yeah. Amazon
Yes.
gift card, $20. Next week, our $10 can get interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pulling the number with this bingo thing made me think about my mom. How, she snuck off to bingo. I told her not to go, and that lady left to bingo. I said, not yet, Mom. COVID is, she's 83. She's 83, but she did get 2 rounds of the COVID vaccination, the
So she
first
feels
shot
good.
and the second shot. So she felt like
I can go to bingo
she could
and
go
have
to
some fun.
bingo.
She's been locked up for a year, really,
Yeah.
literally in the house, and we haven't been taking her out just to be safe. And so I guess she took it upon herself
So
to go to
just
bingo.
bingo.
So, yeah, it's all good.
Anyways, Mom, I hope you win. Be safe out there, and I hope you're wearing your mask too.
Yeah. Well, that was really good, Solachi. Really, we appreciate you being part of our show. Hopefully next time we'll definitely make sure we get that camera working and stuff, because I know people love to see you and be inspired by you. And I just want to thank you for, sharing all of that valuable information with our viewers.
Yeah, definitely. And I wanted to ask more questions about she's talking about a pastor or somebody that was on an eating, changed his life by changing the way he eats. And so, I'm always trying to figure out better ways to eat, and always on the mission to lose weight all the time, but really more so to be more healthy.
Yeah. That's right, Bill. You're absolutely right. That's where she gets it from. She get it from her mom. All right.
I do get it from my mom. Sometimes Eric says, "Quit acting like your mom, Linda."
Yeah.
But that's okay.
So really interesting. We got some cool stuff happening next week. I know we have
the
Davinci Dome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll share about his idea, his patent, and how he created it, right? For those of you entrepreneurs out there, Duncan Burns will be on next week to share the Veggie Dome, how it can also help you eat more vegetables and keep vegetables fresh. We'll let him share all that when he comes on, but I think it's exciting because I've always wanted to figure out, like, if I created this doodad, what do I need to do? What's the next steps? How do I find someone to draw it out, or to plan it, or to design it, and then get it built, and all those things that sometimes you don't know as a beginner and entrepreneur. And so we'll have someone on the show that can share that, and how he's done it, and how he's marketing it, and how he came up with it. Yeah.
So usually you have some closing encouraging words. Eric, what do you have today?
Well, today I don't have anything.
Oh.
But it's okay. I can think of something. I don't know what I'm thinking about. but anyway, I just always want to encourage you guys as our viewers. We like what we do. We have a passion for helping people. We love to work with, different startup companies, entrepreneurs. I mean, even though, our Workvine 209 is a remote work location, our focus is really helping people and being the resource for businesses, for entrepreneurs, for startup companies. And we're working on some pretty good projects that, hopefully this year we'll be able to do some entrepreneurship trainings, programs. We'll be doing some pitch events and just a host of things. But I think, just be a part of our connection, stay connected with us, kind of watch and see what we do, see where the Lord takes us. I mean, this is absolutely a faith walk. And I've told this story before when, COVID hit and, we had this huge co-working space and it was only Lynda and I there. We didn't know what to do. We really felt like, just closing the doors and how do we survive? How do we sustain? How do we pay all these bills? But God, he provided a way and he really showed us and gave us a direction that really helped us. And part of it was this show to give him the glory in what we do. And so when we do these shows, it's not about us. It's not about Eric and Lynda. It's about you, the viewers, the people who are out there watching us, right? Getting information that can help you, get over the hump or learn something that can help you in your business, help you in your life. We come on, we want to have fun, we joke a lot, but it's all about you. It's about you as the viewers. It's not even about us, and God gets all the glory. I mean, if we can save one soul or we can educate or stop somebody from making a wrong decision, man, that glory goes to God. It wasn't even about us. He put us here on this platform for you, not for us. And so that's what I have. I thought I didn't have anything.
And the benefit to that too, doing God's work, is that we met a ton of great people just by doing this show. I mean, we met Shell T, and we didn't even think we were gonna do a show. This all came about like in our pivot, and she just helped us make it better. And then we met Solachi, and even the guests that we do have on the show that we haven't met, I've learned so much, and now I've built like a list of people to go back to and ask questions, like our financial person that we had on. Yes, he was very helpful, and just hearing about other people that started businesses and have taken it to the next level. Even the person that did braiding, just to hear her story, Lady K, it was it's inspirational. And I was like you asked Solachi, like, how do you do all this stuff? And I'm looking at you like, Eric, you do a lot. We do a lot. We just don't do Workvine. We have we do real estate. We're real estate agents. We started our own nonprofit, and that's since 2001, and it's still doing its thing. And I mean, we got our hands in everything too, but it's really just prioritizing, scheduling, and working and being passionate about what you do. And we love what we do.
And just think, I retired 4 years ago-ish, and now I'm working more than I worked before. Go figure. I thought I was going to sit back on the beach somewhere, I don't know. But anyway, we love what we do, and we love that you guys are part of it, and we just really want to appreciate you guys. But just stay tuned for some of the things that are coming up. Michael Ching, he Working Solutions, really great guy, some good information. We do need to contact him.
We do. And then the other lady that did the life insurance too. Oh, Shell T, help me out with the name.
Yeah. But we're a resource. That's
D.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
D. Yes.
Yeah. So this is a place where you can get all your resources, Workvine.
And what's great about it is that if you missed it, you go back to, watching it on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. But yeah, and we're going to have more guests come and talk about different stuff, investments and entrepreneurships and, how to start a business or, tell us what you want to hear too. And we want to get those people on the schedule. If you know anybody that specializes in something and that you think is inspirational to our listeners, shoot us a message or email us, post it on our Facebook page and we will definitely look into it.
Absolutely.
So thank you again for watching. It is Easter weekend, like Eric said. I hope that you guys have a blessed Easter holiday, a celebration of a living God, and that's who we serve.
Yeah. Eat. Every time a holiday comes, that's all I think about. So I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I'll tell you on Tuesday. So all right.
No, you said you're barbecuing.
Well, I might barbecue. I might put some macaroni and cheese in the oven, some collard greens. I ain't no greens in a while, so but I'll share that with you later.
Okay.
All right. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you for being a part of our show, Eric and Lynda live from Workvine 209.
Have a great evening.